Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. So I think regarding this video, as you look into the thumbnail, so this video is regarding the Accenture interview, which is my personal experience. So whatever the experience I had in the Accenture interview, I'm going to share with you in this video. So the first question that I had is, so before my first question, let me say that he that means the interviewer had introduced himself to me, as he said that he is in the technical field in the Accenture. So then when he said that he's in the field of technical, then I thought that definitely he's going to ask my project related questions. So that was happened in my interview. So make sure that you're having a good idea on your project and project related questions. So mostly what happening in the interview of Accenture is, so basically they were mainly focusing on the project related queries, like how to manage the project, or how the project is divided into tasks among the team members, so like that. So the first question for me is self introduction. So introduce yourself very briefly, like including your SSC, intermediate, and your BTech, or any other interested technologies that you have learned and your project, everything in the self introduction, so that he will get an idea regarding you. So, and my second question is regarding the project. So what are the projects that you have done during your academic? So just describe, mention the name of your projects that you have done in your academics. So try to explain it very briefly, so that he will have the idea regarding your project, and take some much time, like explain it very briefly, so that you can complete some of the time in explaining your project, so that you can reduce your interview time. Yeah, so this is what. So just try to explain everything briefly. So if you can cover your self introduction 2 to 3 minutes, and project explanation like 3 to 4 minutes, already it's near to 10 minutes. So you will cover 10 minutes here, so you don't have much scope for many questions, like you won't get many difficult questions. So this is my idea. And the third one is, like, on what basis you have divided the task of project among your team members. Sometimes based on the skills that the team members has, so based on that we will divide the task. Like some people may have HTML CSS skills, and some other may have Java or backend skills. So based on that we may divide the task. So but answer this question based on your project, have you have divided the task of the project among your team members. And my next question is, how many members were there in your project? Like how many team members were in your project? Like how many of you are working for this project? And the next question is, what are the challenges that you have faced during your project? Sometimes you may have lack of communication, and sometimes some of the team members may be irresponsible for their work, doing their work. So just explain what are the challenges that you have faced during your project. And my next question is, like, for example, if my team has 6 members, then 5 members agree with one idea, and one another person has some different idea. So will you agree with these 5 members, or will you agree with the one member idea? So how you deal this situation? So explain how you would deal this situation. So what is your opinion on this question? Just try to explain it. Like you should convey your answer in the positive way. And my next question is, like, if you have some more 10 days as a deadline for your project, and you didn't completed the most of work, like you think you have completed only 25% of the work, and you left with 75% of the project work, and your deadline is nearly just 10 days. So what you would do? Like, would you manage the manager, or would you work day and night, or what you will do? So you have to explain for this question. And the next question is, like, what is your role? What is your role in the project? You just explain what is your role, in your project. If you develop an application, then you can have the front end developer or back end developer. Just try to explain your role. And the next question is regarding the certifications. He will ask that whether you have any certifications. So for example, if you say you have the Java and Python, then he will ask why would you have the certifications. So you have to explain the reason behind the certifications also. And the next question is, have you got appreciated by, like you can say, your HOD? So you have done this project, so this may be useful in any case. So definitely a project will be useful. So based on the some objective we will do the project, right? So he asked me that, like, we have done a project which is an application. So he asked me, so have you got appreciated by HOD? Like, how did he appreciated you? So just you have to reply for that question. So don't just be blank for any question. Try to respond as much as possible for every question. If you didn't have an idea, just go with the question. Just think the question and just answer whatever you have the opinion regarding that question. So mostly they will focus on the project related queries. So make sure that you have a clear idea on your project, and once go through the project related queries on the Google. And this is the questions that interviewer had asked me. This was all about like 20 minutes, around 20 minutes. And at the last he asked me that, do you have any queries? So definitely when he asked that, you have to ask him some 1 to 2 questions, okay, so that they can understand that you have some interest regarding that company. So just you can answer, sorry, you can question some questions like, in which domain you have worked and what kind of projects you have dealt. Okay, how many years of experience do you have in this company? So these are the questions which I asked to him. So this can be asked by you, like 1 to 2 questions. And you can also ask, can you suggest any advices, or can you give me the feedback based on our conversation, so that they will give you some suggestions, or otherwise they will let you know some important technologies which is running in the market. So when I asked him that, do you want to give, or can you give me any suggestions based on a conversation? So I asked like this. So then he replied me, no suggestions, but I can tell you one thing, that you have to upgrade yourself, because the IT industry is not into constant. So it will enhance every year. So that means IT industry is always changing, right? The technologies will change. So you have to learn different technologies. So that he told me that you have to upgrade your skills always, but don't stick to that you got the job and you're working. Just upgrade yourself every time, so that you can uh, be in the IT industry very confidently. So this is all about my interview experience of Accenture. So if you have any doubts or queries regarding this interview, just drop the comment in the comment section. And thank you for watching this video.